Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker HD. I am your host, Crimson Cavalier. In our last episode, we collected 2 pieces of heart by playing the squid game and by getting those pesky killer bees to stop their delinquent ways and go back to school. In this episode, we're going to conduct one more side quest before we begin our adventure in earnest. Let's head over back to the main plaza where we saw the killer bees and near where the windmill where we went in, and let's go to this strange looking little building. Let's equip our Picto-Box and let's go in. Alright, so he trusts us because we have a Picto-Box, and apparently there can be no villains among the ranks of Picto-Box lovers. So let's take a look at his gallery. It's quite impressive, if I do say so myself. Oh, aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. Yes, let's take a look at his pictographs. So let's take a look at this first one. What is this a pictograph of, you ask? Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there is even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You would be most lucky to ever come across one, young sir. Interesting, choo-choos. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This one is of a tiny rock islet resting far out in the sea southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped his pictograph without even thinking. That aside, I am certain this is someone's private cabana. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seeming to claw at the sky. It makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. Ah, if I only had the chance, I would love to see these things once again. This is a pictograph of an isle I once visited. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Although I suppose she's probably not as young as she used to be these days. Interesting. Are you my grandpa? I don't know. Is he? I don't know. What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. Then is when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the ghost ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the ghost ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. But it is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling, truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sneak onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. Quite interesting indeed. Not a bad pictograph, hmm? There are a total of 3 triangle islands, northern, southern, eastern. Each of them has a statue such as this standing on its shores. And finally, this pictograph chills me to the bone. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but it has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. It feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. And okay, well, we've seen all the pictographs. Some of them are very interesting. Some of them are hints of what's to come, and maybe a little history of what happened already. So we step outside, and we're gonna go back in. We now find Lenzo standing behind the counter. Let's talk to him again. Alright, so Lenzo has given me a task. I am to take a photograph of a man sending a love letter to someone who does not wish to be bothered by such things anymore. So, the first thing we should do is try to find the mailbox. And spy it out for a while to see, what's going on. Who's coming in contact with it, who's putting stuff in and taking stuff out of it, right? Well, we find our mailbox here, and every island has a mailbox. Any island with population, and some even without population, but this is the Windfall Island post box. And the Rudo post bird people come and deliver mail. And one particular gentleman living in this town is sending letters to someone that doesn't want to receive them anymore, and we need to find out who it is and actually catch him in the act of doing so. And the person in question is none other, I think his name is Garrick or Garrison or something like that, and it's him. And here he comes. So the deal with this little series of side missions is you got to take the pictures based on off the hints that Lenzo has given you. And the trick is that you have to take the perfect picture. For example, for this one, you actually have to catch Garrickson, or Garrick, whatever his name is, in the act. And it's a bit of a trick, because if you get too close to him, he'll stop moving and he won't actually do it. So now he stops. And if you talk to him, if you didn't know who it was, hey there, boy, did you happen to see the post box down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to one of your buttons and put it in the post box. It's that easy. Before long, the Rito postman will come to deliver it to whomever you sent it to. It's a hard-working fellow. He is a hard-working fellow, I tell you. So that's the hint you get. That's that it's Garrickson that who will be the target of our spying. I guess you can call it spying. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of tricky because you have to get it just right. So you have to catch him in the act as he's doing it. You have to get him full body shot, and he actually has to have the letter in hand when you take the picture. Oh, so here he's actually coming, and we really only have one shot at this, and unless you want to wait for him to come all the way back around, which is a serious pain in the butt. So there are a couple of angles you can do this from. I particularly like this one. Yeah, that should be the perfect one. So yeah, great. Let's head back to Lenzo. Now, if by some chance you did it wrong and he doesn't like the picture you took, because that could be something that happens, by going in and out of a building, all the NPCs will reset to their original locations, and you don't have to wait for Garrickson to make the entire stupid circuit again. So let's show him this picture. Oh ho! This is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Alright, so we completed our first little quest. Let's talk to him one more time. So his second command is for us to find this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. So we need to find the most timid, cowardly person in town. And so far, we have not met anyone who meets those criteria. But if we go into the coffee shop here, we will find said person. I don't remember his name at all, but that's him. And I guess at this time of day, he's the only customer. So the easiest way to do this is, quite frankly, to just walk up here and I think you can either do that, or I'm gonna try this. I did not. That's not a good one. That's not a good one at all. It's gotta be a full body shot. I waited too long. All right, let's do it the easy way. I think that'll do. Hopefully he'll accept that particular picture. It wasn't the best one, so I think he mentioned something about capturing the frightened look on his face, so we'll see if that's good enough. I think it should be. Yes, it's a finely snapped pictograph indeed. All right, we've completed our second little quest, and let's take a look at the third mission, his third and final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. All right, so our third and final quest is to find the couple in love, the couple that doesn't speak to each other, and catch them in the act of taking a quick peek at one another. Um, this is actually, this one actually took me a long time as well. But if you look around, there's only one young lady in the town who is right there, and there's only one young man. So, unfortunately, he's got to do the entire circuit. So let's just take a quick talk to him. So basically, he tells you he likes to walk around town and look at things. So, great. We just have to... I want to follow him because that's boring. But unfortunately, we have to wait for him to make the entire trip around. And he stops every once in a while to take in the sights. He's actually going to walk around down the little hill where he was, by the tree with the old man. So there he is now. He's going to have to make his way up here. He walks up this way. I think it's this way. I don't know if he turns left here or if he keeps going straight. I think he might turn left. I think he does. And, yeah, he definitely turns this way. So he'll turn left or right up here, walk around this little path, come around the corner like this, and right here, they'll take a stop and they'll look at each other. And, yeah, that's it. So it's a bit of a pain waiting for him to walk all the way around. Actually, he's actually not that far away. And again, there are multiple angles from where you can take this picture. I'm going to try to be as artistic as possible and take a picture from up here. And to be honest, it also prevents those guys from surrounding me and bothering me. I really don't like them. Get as close as I can to the edge for the best possible picture. And we'll do a quick little zoomy zoom. Get our lighting. And I'm actually going to wait right here for him. So I'll see you guys when he gets here. And here he comes. And picture time. And if we're lucky, he will accept this picture for what it is. Yes, he did. Finally snapped. And we have gotten the deluxe Picto-Box, a gift from Lenzo commemorating your becoming his assistant. It can take color pictographs. A beautiful thing. And with that, we have completed all the little quests I wanted to do at Windfall Island. We have 2 pieces of heart. We have the deluxe Picto-Box. And with that, we can really start our adventure. So, next time on The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, we're going back to the King of Red Lions, presenting him with the sail, and getting off this island and starting our adventure. See you guys then.